Alright, let's keep it 100 with each other, and let's get on this issue that is supposedly called female bashing, or woman bashing, or whatever spin they want to put on it. You have to understand that there's a difference between what is proposed and what is real. There's numerous types of bashing out there. Let's talk about the gay bashing, where people actually don't use slander. You know, that's just the small part of it. You have people who actually hospitalize people who made a choice in life. And is it warranted? I'm not one to say. But really, if people were really woman bashing, people would have that shit on the news. But then again, this is a very special case, because you have to count for 40 plus years of unchecked bullshit being spewed by a lot of these ankles, generations of bad decisions spawning more of each other. You know, this out of wedlock virus that's fucking up our communities, our resources, and a number of other things. The spread of sexual transmitted diseases. You know, what we often hear as bashing, really it's a call to arms for a vast majority of our women to be held accountable. Because I'm saying this to the females out there, that y'all got a long ass rap sheet and your case is not looking strong at all. Of course, you're going to refer to people saying that the media is making us look bad. Well, I looked at all types of mediums, and it's one thing to be accused of a stereotype. It's a completely different entity when you become part of the stereotype. And that's the difference between men and women. And well, I'll say that's the difference between men, women, versus grown-ass children doing third-grade antics. A lot of people are quick to claim that they're grown, but when you see their actions, you talk about a complete contradiction. But that's the beauty of this struggle. We get the excuses, the ad hominems, you know, the deflections, all the similar things that children do when they've fucked up and have to be held accountable for their actions. Now, I'm sure all the ankles out here, to who it applies to, are going to say the same old thing. Well, such and such does it too, or why don't you get on the mend, and all that extra shit. First and foremost, some people were born to lose. You have to figure that if there's no balance in the home, and I'm going to tell you that there are some children that are born to lose. That just, like, no matter how much parenting you put into them, some of them are just not receptive to it. But we're talking about this Miss Strong and Independent instead of being self-reliant and interdependent. You know, those type of females who have that 5 minutes of forethought And conveniently, their intuition is always either in the shop or out of town whenever they make important decisions. And then it comes back and sees the shitstorm that is brewing in the living room when it opens the door. This is the shit we're talking about. Then we're talking about these enablers who have their own self-serving agenda, excuse me. When they believe it's for the sake of pussy, which is the bottom line, or to get some dick. Now, men and women alike have to realize that, yes, something does appeal to them, but they have to weigh the consequences before and after. Now, males and females, they choose not to look that far. They figure, I want what I want when I want it. Yeah, that's the same stance that Lisa Ray took on a radio show before she popped her titty in a radio personality's mouth, which is very classy for a single mother. But that's another video in itself. But back to my point. If we were really bashing women, don't you think there'd been more arrests, more riots, things of that nature? I love it when the females in question try to hobble their way with this crutch of victimhood. It's not working. You see, ladies, that there's a number of times that you've either co-signed for the bullshit, giggled about it with your girlfriends, or decided, I'm not going to do anything about it. And pray it doesn't, come back on you. But that doesn't make you any better than the people who participate in this bullshit. You're just another accessory. That's all. There's just no way around it. So, this whole woman bashing thing is just another deflection from individuals being held accountable for their bullshit. And you are right. There are males who fall into this category as well. These are the super simps, the manginas, and all the other enablers who want to get a sniff of ass and some attention as well. You motherfuckers ain't gonna make it. For some reason, I know once this Pandora's box has been opened, it's gonna take divine intervention to shut this motherfucker, because people have been asking the ladies to change for the longest time, and we see that sugarcoating the message is not working. So it is what it is. Men, women, those who choose to hold the accused to keep their feet to the fire, we gotta do that shit. And the ones that are hollering and screaming, in the face of the reality of your decisions, well, you better bring a ball gag and some Vaseline, because in most cases you did fuck yourself.